Good morning everyone. I hope that you and your families are all well and that you've had a lovely weekend. It's Mr. James here with this week's virtual assembly. The theme of the assembly this week is taking part. And yes, I will be talking about the house competition to make a TikTok, which staff are taking part in too, by the way, but I'll come back to that in a few minutes, because I just wanted to start by saying something that I said in the Friday student briefing. I said that we, your teachers and the whole staff at Harris Wimbledon, are really proud of how you have all adapted to the virtual school. Your commitment and independence has been amazing to see, so thank you. Now, if you're thinking, what student briefing? And I know that some of you might be thinking that. Well, that's the first thing that you can decide now that you'll be taking part in. The student briefing is every Friday at 9 AM. You'll receive an email in the morning before it starts, and you just click on the link in the normal way. It's a really nice way to start your Friday, so make sure you join the briefing this week. Although actually this week, it's on Thursday, because as you may know, Friday this week is a bank holiday. The traditional May bank holiday, which is usually on a Monday, has been moved to Friday this year. Why? Because Friday is the 75th anniversary of VE Day, or Victory in Europe Day, which was the day towards the end of the Second World War, when fighting against the Nazis came to an end in Europe, marking the end of one of the most horrific regimes in human history. We can all take part in marking VE Day on Friday and remembering the people who died in that terrible war by joining the 2-minute silence that will happen at 11 o'clock on Friday morning. I'll be taking part, and I hope that you will be too. So I've already talked about 3 examples of taking part. The virtual learning that you're all taking part in, the student briefing that you're all going to be taking part in on Thursday and then every Friday at 9 AM, and the VE Day 2-minute silence at 11 o'clock on Friday morning. But some of you are also taking part now in something very important to millions of Muslims all around the world. The month from the 23rd of April to the 23rd of May is the holy month of Ramadan. As you all know, for Muslims around the world and in our community, including quite a few of you, Ramadan is a month of fasting, prayer, reflection and celebrating family and community. I'm sure that the coronavirus pandemic has made it more difficult for many Muslims to do some of these things, but of course taking part is very important. And despite that pandemic, there's still loads of things for you to take part in, whether it's visiting a virtual museum, watching a virtual live music concert on YouTube, watching live comedy on Instagram, learning how to play an instrument, learning how to code. You can take part in group conversations with your friends on WhatsApp. In fact, you can even collaborate on your homework on WhatsApp groups. And actually, I really recommend that you do that. Talking to each other and keeping in touch with your friends is incredibly important, particularly in these unusual times. Maybe, who knows, maybe you can even learn a new skill together. There's loads of ideas for things that you can take part in the Easter Challenges booklet that's still available on the school website. Click on Virtual School at the bottom of the drop-down menu and then you'll find it there. Now, I mentioned the house competition at the start of this assembly. It's a great opportunity for you to take part. All you have to do is make a TikTok linked to the theme of taking part. Send the link to me or to housecompetitions@harriswimbledon.org.uk. I've already had some fantastic entries, by the way, both from students and from staff, and I'll definitely be sharing the best ones with you later this week. Go on. Take part. So I hope you all have a fantastic week of taking part in things. Stay safe, stay at home where possible, get some daily exercise, wash your hands, and Ramadan Mubarak.